In this video, I'm gonna be showing you something really cool. These are custom app icons for your phone, and you won't believe just how cool some of these bundles are. These are not just minimalist versions of standard icons or a monochromatic app logo. No, these are fully custom themed icons and wallpapers that completely transform the looks and feel of your device. Some come in seasonal bundles that convert your home screen into a Christmas theme party. Others make it feel like Halloween is being celebrated in your phone this year, and some others bring you back in time and hit you right in the feels with that retro look and some 1980s vibe. Honestly, as soon as I found these, I knew I had to make a video about it because this is one of those products that is quietly making millions. And I haven't seen anyone talk about this at all. In fact, there's not a single video on YouTube about this topic. Now, we all know that you can somewhat customize your phone icons in iOS, for example. You have an option to apply a tinted look to your home screen, but this is not that. This is completely different. Here, we are talking about applying fully custom designs to your icons and completely transform the entire atmosphere within your device. If you combine that with a custom wallpaper, the transformation is complete. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the step-by-step process of how to create icons like these from scratch, and I'm gonna give you the best and most efficient workflow possible. I'll explain how to package them and get them ready to sell, and then I'm also gonna show you how to upload them to your phone so you can start customizing your device by the end of the video, and maybe even start your own digital product business. So if you appreciate this kind of content, please give the video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me keep creating content like this for you guys, so thank you so much, and now let's get into it. So I found this product by chance, honestly, when exploring the possibility of selling custom wallpapers for iOS and Android, and I was immediately drawn to the endless possibilities that this product offers. These are 100% digital products, meaning that their profit margins are the highest in the market. In some cases, it can be up to 90%. These are sold mostly as bundles that include a complete set of icons and wallpapers, and some even include custom widgets as well. In most cases, these are themed bundles, which makes sense, of course. You can find popular holidays and celebrations, but then you can also get them in more custom vibes like rainy nights, cozy cabin, and pixel winter. These are so awesome in my opinion, and there's only just a couple of stores selling these on Etsy. I mean literally just one or two, and the revenues are, of course, insane. Take this one shop for example. It's been online for only 4 years, and it has already made almost $1.5 million selling these fully digital products, meaning 80 to 90% of that is pure profit. Granted, they also sell other items like desktop icons, but if we check out their most successful products, we'll see that these iOS custom icons are their #1 bestseller, with over $200,000 in sales for this one pack alone. And the top of the list is dominated by these icon bundles. And this is not the only example. This other store is even crazier, with over $2 million in sales, again mostly selling these iOS icon bundles. They sell other items as well, but it's clear to me that they also discovered what I'm telling you now, because if you check out their storefront, it's pretty much covered with iOS and Android icons. They also offer these handmade seasonal icons and many other regular icons with a minimalist vibe. Now, this store has been in business for a while, and some of their bundles include an insane amount of icons, but you can start small and grow consistently. This store, for example, has been doing exactly that. It sells mostly themed bundles, and it has only 48 listings so far, but it has made almost $60,000 in profit in a little over 2 years. These bundles include 200 icons, 6 wallpapers, and 30 widgets, and they cost twice as much as these other 1 million icon bundles. So you see, it's not really about quantity, it's mostly about quality, personalization, and branding. Of course, you don't need to create these for sale. You can also create them for yourself and customize your own phone, and then of course brag about it with your friends. I mean, not a lot of people know you can actually do this. So we're gonna be using Kittl to create this entire product. So go to their website and create a new project. Now, this is very important. Here, you want to create your artboard using the standard 1200 by 1200 pixel size. This is not the exact size of an actual icon, but it's pretty close. However, for efficiency purposes, we're going to use this size and then export the icons in 1024 once we're done designing. You'll see why this is the best way to do it in a minute. So go ahead and click create, and there we go. This is our icon canvas. Now let me show you something really cool. Since we're going to be creating a bunch of icons, we want to be able to see them in the same layout we would on our phones. So the first thing I do before I even start designing is make sure to create an artboard grid that resembles that of a phone. So you can zoom out, click on your artboard, and then simply simply copy and paste it 4 times. It will automatically place each new artboard right next to the last. Next, you want to select all 4 artboards and copy and paste them again, but this time place them on top of each other. Do this another 4 times and there you go. You now have the exact layout of an iPhone screen. This is something quite unique about Kittl that you cannot do with Canva, for example. And this is actually very useful for this process because this will allow us to see how each new icon we create interacts with the others. So, with this phone layout ready, the next step is to go ahead and create the icons. For that, we're going to be using AI, which is by far the best, if not maybe the only way to create icons like this, unless of course you want to draw them by hand one by one. So go to your left hand side and click on Kittl AI, and now let me show you how to set this up. So the first thing you want to do is choose the style you want for your icons. Now, I've tried many different styles for this purpose and you can definitely make them all work. However, I'm going to be focusing specifically on cartoon looking icons, which look fantastic on a phone screen in my opinion. So I'm going to go into clip art and choose a cartoon style. Now, if you look closely, you can see which AI is going to be used to create this image. This one, for example, uses SDXL Flash, but you can also create cartoon icons using DALL-E 3. So you have plenty of options to choose from. Now, you want to make sure to set the aspect ratio to 1:1 for an icon, and then here you can choose how many icons you want to create. Now, since every one is going to be different, I'm just going to do one, and now we go ahead and type in our prompt. So let's do a cartoon style icon of a retro video camera. What I do is try to keep it super simple and precise, and then click on this little magic wand in the corner, and that will enhance my prompt. This is really cool because you can let Kittl do all the heavy lifting for you. You don't need to come up with a super sophisticated prompt. Now with this, we can go ahead and click generate image, and in just a few seconds we have the icon. Now this one looks just perfect. It is exactly what I wanted. It definitely has that retro style and it also looks cartoonish. So I'm going to be using this icon for my camera app. Now we simply place the icon in the first slot and it will fit perfectly. We don't need to resize it at all. This is why working with the 1200 pixel size is perfect. It just makes everything go smoother. And just like that, we have our first icon. Now let me show you something really cool. Next, I'm going to create an icon for my music app. So this time, let's do a cartoon style retro cassette tape. I'm going to enhance my prompt once again and click generate image. Now take a look at that. It looks fantastic, honestly. However, I'm not quite sure about the background here. So let me show you how you can customize these icons even further. So go ahead and place your new icon on the next available slot, and now go to your right hand side and into tools. So here you might be tempted to simply remove the background, but what I recommend instead is to vectorize the image. This allows you to independently change each color of the icon. So keep it simple, do a 5 or 6 color vector and click vectorize image. Now check it out, it looks almost identical to the original image. However, now I can manually change each color. So I'm going to locate the background color and change it to something like white, and then I can go ahead and change the rest of the colors as well if I wanted to. And this way I can make sure that all my icons have the exact same look. This makes for a super cohesive and professional looking bundle. Now let me show you how easy it is to change the style if you wanted to create a different kind of pack. You can just go ahead and click on style, choose any style you want to try out this time, like for example plastic toy, keep the exact same prompt and click generate image again. Now take a look at this. It looks absolutely phenomenal in my opinion, and now you have a totally different icon to sell as a completely separate bundle. So what I do is for each icon I write a prompt, enhance it, and then generate multiple variations changing the style each time. This way I can create the same icon for a bunch of different bundles at once. This is how I created multiple variations of this cassette tape icon, for example, that I plan to use for my music app. I can sell it on an anime bundle or maybe a toy set or even a Christmas themed bundle. The same goes for this camera app icon or this clock or even the phone itself. Just run the same prompt but change the style each time. So then you can just go ahead and fill the rest of the slots one by one. What I do is create icons for the basic preloaded apps and then add additional icons for other mainstream apps like WhatsApp or Messenger. Now for those, I actually use a different strategy to guarantee that the resulting designs will be recognizable. So what I do is I go into illustrations this time, again on the left hand side, and search for recognizable app icons like Instagram or Telegram. I then add those icons to a new artboard. Now what I want to do is transform this generic logo into an icon that matches the style of my bundle. So I select the artboard and then go to my right hand side and click on add smartboard. Now this is essentially an AI artboard that is now connected to the logo I want to modify. And so now I can write a prompt here describing the modifications I want to make to this logo, enhance my prompt and click generate. Now take a look at this. It is the same paper plane in the exact same position but with a dreamy anime look. You can absolutely tell it's the Telegram logo, but now it fits perfectly with the rest of the icons we created for this bundle. So there we go. Now let me show you one last detail you want to take into consideration. These These icon bundles usually come with matching wallpapers to make the entire screen of your phone look cohesive. Now for the wallpapers, you want to create them in a different project to make the export process much easier. Use a resolution like 1206 by 2622. This is the iPhone 16 Pro resolution, and every phone has a different one, but you can usually just clip the differences when applying the wallpaper on your phone. So now just go to your left hand side again into Kittl AI, but this time change the aspect ratio of your image to 9:16. Use the same style you've been working with and describe the kind of wallpaper you'd like. Click generate image and check this out. It looks awesome. Now you want to maybe click on photo filter on the right hand side and lower the vibrance a bit so it won't compete with your icons. And now what I'd like to do is copy and paste it on my icons project, make it bigger and place it behind my icons to see how it fits with the rest of the bundle. If everything looks okay, I just delete it and leave it as it is, or if it needs some adjustments, I go back and do them. So there we go. I think it looks phenomenal honestly, and it only took us less than an hour to create this entire bundle. So now that we have designed our bundle, how do we export it? Well, you basically want to have all your icons in one project and all your wallpapers in another. You then go to the top right hand side and click on export right next to the share button. Here you want to make sure that all artboards are selected. Now this is where you set the actual resolution you want for your icons, which is 1024 by 1024 pixels. You also want to make sure to export them in 300 dpi PNG format and click download. This will automatically generate a zip file with all your icons in it. This file is ready to upload to your Etsy listing as it is. We do the same for the wallpapers, and there we go. We are now ready to sell our custom icons and wallpapers online. Now, as a little bonus, let me show you how to quickly install these icons on your phone. So first, unzip the file on your phone, save the icon images to your camera roll. Now in iPhone, make sure you have the Shortcuts app installed. Open it, go to the top right hand side and click on the plus icon. Select Open App, click on the faint app text next to Open and choose the app you want to open with this shortcut. Let's say the camera app. Now, click on this little arrow on the top next to Open App and select Rename. Type something like Camera and hit Done. Click on the arrow once again and this time select Add to Home Screen. Here, tap on the image icon and select Choose Photo. There we go. This will allow you to choose any icon or photo from your camera roll. So we select the camera icon we created and hit Choose. Now we go to the top right hand side and click on Add, and that's it. The icon has now been created. So just repeat the same steps for the rest of the apps and you are set. If you plan to sell these, make sure to include the installation instructions as a PDF file and make it part of your product. This way your customers won't have to search for this YouTube video to learn how to install the icons on their phones. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a great time creating this one. As I mentioned, I never seen anything like this here on YouTube. So if you appreciate this content, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, leave your comments down below. As always, I'll be more than happy to respond to every single one of you guys. I'm also gonna leave a link in the description for you to try Kittl. If you use this code, you'll get a 25% off on your first month or first year on all paid plans. So make sure to give it a try. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.